All right, so as you guys know, the brand new Luminescent Caverns update went ahead and just dropped a couple of minutes ago. So the big question right now is, where are all of the keystones? Where do I put the keystones? And how do I get inside of the Luminescent Caverns? In today's video, we're going to go ahead and break that all down for you guys as quick as possible. So let's waste no more time and get right into this. As you guys can see, we are currently inside of Desolate Deep. This is basically going to be your starting point for this entire event because you need to first find out which are your 3 keystones because everyone has completely different ones. In total, there is 9 keystones that you could pretty much possibly end up with. Now, using the Desolate Deep main area here as a reference point, we're going to go ahead and swim basically in this direction like if we were leaving the place. I highly suggest that you guys get yourself, super flippers as well as turn on performance mode and even, of course, get yourself the water bubble. Either way, once you're down here, you're going to find an area called Mysterious Crack. Over there to the right hand side is where you would be coming in through. Right over here is Desolate Deep's main area. Right over here on the left side, you're going to find 3 individual pedestals. One right here, one right across where the crack was, and then one over on the right hand side. To know what keystones you need, it's very easy. You walk up to it, interact with it, and it'll tell you what keystones you need. Now let's go over the individual locations, starting with the first one being the Turtle Keystone. As you can see, we've made our way over to Terrapin Island. Right over here is the shipwright. We're going to go ahead and sort of just jump up on this rock right over here and kind of walk over to the other side right over here. You're going to find this little cave. Go ahead and enter inside the cave, and right behind this wood here, on top of this little kind of barrel thing, you're going to find the Turtle Keystone. All right, for the next one, it is going to be the Lightning Keystone. Here we are at Grand Reef. If you guys notice, this is the center island. There is an island to the left, in the back, as well as to the right hand side, which is the smallest island. That is the one that we're going to be making our way over to get the Lightning Keystone. As soon as you land here, it is going to be right over here in between both of these rocks right here. So next to the bush, in between both rocks, right there on the floor, you're going to find the Lightning Keystone. All right, for the Sun Keystone, we are coming over to Sunstone Island. Here's the shipwright. We're going to make our way over to Merlin's hut. For that, we just come to this ladder here, climb up top. As soon as we make it to the top, just go ahead and pretty much follow the path, make a left-hand turn, and right there you will find Merlin's hut. As soon as you walk inside, open the door to your right. On top of this barrel, you will find the Sun Keystone. Next one on the list is the Volcano Keystone. This one is pretty straightforward. It's going to be over here at Roslet. Just go ahead and make your way over to the volcano. Once inside of here, it is literally as simple as just jumping onto the middle island here. So let's go ahead and jump up one more layer, jump over to the middle island, and you're going to find it right down here on this platform. It'll be right here on the floor, the Volcano Keystone. Next up on the list is the Skull Keystone. This one is located at Forsaken Shores. Right over here is the shipwright. We're going to go ahead and follow this little path right over here because we need to go up on the skull. So let's jump up here. Then we take the ladder over here to the left-hand side, take the ladder up again, and go all the way across over to where the skull is. And you will find the Skull Keystone right here on the floor. All right, next one up is the Fossil Keystone. Here we are at Ancient Isles. Specifically, here is the Merchant. It's going to be located right up here. So you can either take the zip line that's right over here and just sort of jump off, or if you have a glider, just pretty much climb up this mountain right here, climb the ladder, and then you can just sort of just fly across over to it and just pretty much land right on it. It'll be right here, the Fossil Keystone. Next up is the Mushroom Keystone. Right behind me is the shipwright. We're going to go ahead and travel over to the little rowboat that's right over here inside of Alligator Marsh. And then right in here inside of the rowboat, you will find the Mushroom Keystone. All right, next one on the list is the Cliff Keystone. This is in Castaway Cliff, and it's very easy to get lost with this one, so you just sort of want to follow along with me. Here is the shipwright. We're going to go ahead and just sort of climb along here as if we're making our way over to the ladder. Once you arrive here, just go ahead and climb up the ladders, and then at this point, instead of making a right, go ahead and make a left-hand turn. Follow along on this path, go ahead and pass all of the faction leaders. Continue going across, follow completely past this empty house on the left-hand side, and you're going to find this little guy over here that's at a campfire site. From here, you make a right-hand turn and you will see this tree. Climb up right behind the tree and then follow this path where you will then come across this little area here. And to the left of that, there is a tree with sort of like a space in between. Right back here, you're going to find the cliff keystone. All right, for the next one, we are at Snowcap. I'm sorry that the colors are a little bit different. They're doing admin abuse right now. But basically, we want to make our way over to Snow Burrow for this. And for that, we do need to come to Snowcap. This will be for the Snowflake keystone. So let's go ahead and make our way over there. Go ahead and sort of travel from that little merchant over there around the edge here. And then you'll find this little hidden cave back here. Make your way inside. Climb up this ladder to the left-hand side, and you're going to have to rapidly click on 3 different cracks. So if we sort of climb up all the way here, you'll notice that there is one crack up here. There is another crack over here to the left, and then there is another one all the way back down here on the lower section. You have to click all 3 of these in a rapid succession, where then this door right over here is going to go ahead and open. Anyone in the server can do this, or you can also get 3 of your friends to help you out to do this. But either way, once that door opens, just go ahead and enter inside. You will see this little campfire right here. Climb up here, use this sort of like glacier to climb up to the next section. And right here on the floor, you're going to find the Snowflake keystone. Now, at this point, you've gone ahead and discovered every single one of the keystones, or specifically the 3 that you need. You don't need to go ahead and get all 9 of them. You just need the 3 that you have. Again, remember to go ahead and equip your water bubble as well as your super flippers if you have them. And for the sake of light inside of Desolate, since I know that it does get very dark, I would suggest that you use either Fairy or the Ultra Bright Lantern. Either one of these are really good. And of course, you want to make sure that you go into menu, turn on higher brightness, turn on higher saturation, as well as performance mode. Go ahead and travel back to the area that I told you guys of before, and then just visit every single one of the pedestals while making sure to hold the corresponding keystone in your hand. So for example, if this keystone is asking you for a fossil, hold the fossil keystone, put it into the pedestal, and then move on to the other ones. Once you've done all 3 of them, this crack on the wall right over here is going to open up. Just go ahead and travel through here, travel through the bottom section, and then eventually you will be spit out to this little area right here, which is the mysterious river. From here, just go on to the little raft and sit on it, and it'll pretty much take you straight to the end. Or you could just not take the raft and walk all the way down if you want to. Either way, you have now officially made it inside of the Luminescent Cavern, where you have every single one of these fish. I'm going to go ahead and click on every single one so you can see their preferred bait, as well as the preferred time and season and all of that good stuff. Even though realistically, the one that everyone is going to be chasing after in this specific location is going to be the Colossal Blue Dragon that you see right here. Keep in mind, the Colossal Blue Dragon is a exotic. And to obtain it, you basically have to wait until a hunt happens inside of here. It's very similar to like depths, where a symbol is going to pop up somewhere in the water around here. What I've been told is that most of the time it'll spawn right back here in the corner. And the reason why that one is so important is because if you make your way over to here, this little guy right here is going to give you the quest called a mutated dragon. He's going to specifically ask you for a crimson mutated colossal blue dragon. And this right here is basically the little guy that you're going to be looking for. Once you have it, bring it back to him, click on the option that says yup, and it'll say amazing, you may enter the Crimson Cavern, which at that point we can now go ahead and just swim down and travel inside of the Crimson Cavern. Inside of here, you've got yourself a whole nother brand new area, as well as a bunch of little NPCs that you can talk to, like this guy right here. He's looking for crystals, and we can offer our assistance. In total, we have to find 8 crystals for him, which also in here, you're going to find yourself the Ruinous Oath for 30 mil. This bad boy right here does 95% lure speed, 500% luck, 0.1 control, 30% resilience with infinite max kg. But the catch is that we need to complete the full shiny sparkling bestiary inside of Crimson Caverns before we can actually get this. So it's insane. Either way, there's a full breakdown. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If it helps you out, make sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. We still have a lot to discover and a lot of other things to go over. Take care.